Hello and welcome to Pardon the Interception, Season 36, Week I Forget, with your hosts, myself, Lee Wood.
Myself, Lee Wood.
Myself, Lee Wood, and welcome to Week 7.
Let's take a look around the leagues this week, starting off as ever with the GFL.
Should have said the wrong. Should have said the wrong week.
Yeah, you're imposter Lee Wood. You didn't do your impression very well. You're supposed to say the wrong week.
Saying the correct week is just,
I did that once, maybe.
But you did like 4 weeks on the trot.
Yeah, true.
People in the comments, how many times has Lee messed up the weeks?
Anyway, Dumber Mules won. What the fuck's going on there? You were going for 5 and 5.
Because Gary fucking Stevens doesn't know how to play.
Hulk smashed the Gunslingers, so...
The big thing there is the Gunslinger scored 10 points.
True.
Mm.
So
Beach Breakers on a winning streak some more.
wait, everyone in the G scored points this week.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
No duck eggs, yeah.
I am still reeling from Gary losing to the Rivets. Just if you weren't aware.
And only 3 teams scored less than 10.
What's happened to like the tanking.com.7 teams trying to rebuild at once?
Well, let's have a look.
I think they still have lost, but
The Wildcats
win.
There's only 3
at some point. Yeah, it's 3-0-7 teams at the minute.
Who did the Wildcats beat?
Let's have a look.
about to find out.
Oh, they won this week against the Toronto Stars.
Of course.
They decided to actually turn up and score more points in
first
one
win
game
bonus.
than they had all season.
Wait, is it just that RJ is that shit?
More to the point, how do they have 3 Monday night footballs? 3 Monday night footballs,
Monday.
and until this week had scored what 20 points?
Maybe they're a team that are travelling to the UK for their games.
Maybe.
You know,
Although I still think the impressive one is the Emperors on 1 and 6, and they've scored 222 points.
That,
Differential of minus 20. And they're 1 and 6.
that's quite impressive.
they played a bunch of great teams or something.
My guess is they've played the Gunslingers. But still, like,
Yeah, they've just been playing good teams the whole time.
yeah.
Haven't they? Which is quite unfortunate.
I mean, a lot of those games are close as well, right? 7
Yeah.
points, 7 points. Big loss.
It's real cooler.
Win by
7
40 points.
7 points, 3 points, 7 points. It's rough. Could easily be 6 and 1.
Mhm.
So, Simon, where do you think the wildcards are coming from in the AFC?
Oh, we're doing wildcards again? Again?
Oh, we could do something else if you prefer.
No.
I think wildcards are the important thing. at
Yeah,
this
well,
point in time.
Just
the league
Heart in the
ones,
champions,
yeah.
right? Okay, that clears my mind. Where are the wildcards?
Hulk, Dodgers, Mules, Black Knights,
Well, the Black Knights, yeah. The Hulk can't hit a barn door, so they can go fuck off.
and the Pirates are like the real outsider's choice.
I think that's a bit too outside. I think there's going to be a bit of an ode to Phil Haggis.
You say they're a big outsider. They do have the Black Knights next week, so could make things interesting. And the Hulk play the Armadillos, so that could also make things interesting.
Be fair, it's probably going to be the Hulk, but I didn't want to put a heart next to the Hulk. And then you get a witchcraft. Easy. Now, who's the other one? That's the real question.
Man with no name. It's the comeback.
The coach with no name. I'm game for the coach with no name.
I reckon it'll be the Rockets.
No, it's the coach with no name. I can't remember any more lyrics of that song, which is annoying. Ba 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 da.
Anything else before we move on to the Atlantic?
The Snorlantic.
No.
The Snorlantic is better than the one that comes after it.
First duck egg though.
Sandbag of sandbag. Scorpions win again.
You say
the
again, we lost last week, so
Lord of the Sandbags won quite well.
Rapier's Spartans was a nice game.
Even
Yeah.
What's going on?
Avalanche beat the Stampede.
You-
which is huge.
You saw who I was playing when I was playing Kendall.
Easy game.
big win for the Blues against the Comets. Also, I was surprised by the Magpies beating the Sun Devils so easily.
Mhm.
Thought that game would be close.
Yeah, I thought this scoreline I expected to be bigger. Let's see how that's mixed up the standings in the wild card race. So Nick can't go 5-5 anymore.
Not without some interference elsewhere.
See, Snorlantic.
Okay,
Easy.
easy game.
Easy.
All right then.
I mean, I
We'll
can't
move on-
argue. I can't argue with those choices. To be fair,
We'll move on to your favourite league, Simon.
Oh, this is the highlight of the week. Do you know why it's highlight of the week?
Because
another
Gary fucking Stevens lost.
Now the Rivets won again.
another league with no 0 pointers.
Who doesn't love a win for the Rivets?
Everyone apart from the Rivet. And even they're getting sick of it.
They did have 26 points scored against them at least.
Hmm.
I don't know. Small upsides.
Devastating loss for the Generals. Knocks them off the top of their division.
Mm,
Disgusting.
bad times.
Has beaten the Stormers, I think.
Big win for the Giant Hornets.
Swarming their way. Are they in the playoffs, though? There's the real question. It is looking good for them.
I
I mean, LFC is pretty much done, right?
Yeah.
Does seem that way.
I mean, there's a little bit of handbagging over like Statesman Fire, who finishes first, maybe.
Yeah,
Some
I mean,
seeding, like they're going to battle it.
there's seedings, but
We know which 6 teams it's going to be.
everyone else 2 games behind. Yeah,
If you're on the other side, it's probably pretty not quite as bad.
no, there's a couple of 4 and 3 teams there. So
The Rivets will pick up their first loss this week, though.
Who are they playing?
Generals. Up the Generals.
bold statement.
Hey,
Easy game.
take a look at the Continental.
The Continental.
How did the Angels do?
Oh,
do wanna know.
3-0 win. Classic.
Oh, I missed that. Nice.
The Angels beat up the Hangers.
But they got no. Where's the points? Less than 50. What are the Angels playing at? Must be a defensive game for them.
Yeah, they ran into an actual defense.
Wasn't the Angels Hangers the game that was like 68-72 or something a few seasons ago?
I think it was, yeah.
It
Let's
was
have a look at this.
66-49 last season.
Yeah, I think it
Looked
was
it up.
the other game. Maybe it was the other game from last season. I can't remember, but like
Can have there's a show series button so we can utilize.
63-61. And
Oh,
69-66.
66-61 the week. Yeah. That's good.
Always entertaining. You could see there very briefly the time when they were the Vatican City Angels.
Vatican City Angels. Back when they were coached by some Muppet called Simon Wood.
Would you believe it?
Don't get better than that.
Oh, it's a bit more interesting on
Look at this, though.
RFC.
C.
Is that the first C we've got?
I think so. It's the
First
first.
C in the C.
It's the first one that's put in. Mathematically, there are a few teams that have because of their divisional record.
Like the destruction.
True. Where's that C? Bug report. Definitely needs a bug report.
Hang on. There it is.
Old move making the Highlanders the wild
Are they trying to screw me?
They could still make it. So. Zulus, Westies, Royals.
Oh, over here, who bloody knows?
You got Reavers, Timberwolves, and Highlanders.
I'll go for Highlanders.
Going with the team that are behind in the divisional race. That's why it's always a bold choice. I thought it was me that made the rash choices.
They are ahead on points differential though, so at least
Yeah.
they need to turn that tie that record up. You're all right.
Okay. Have a look at the deltoid.
Jets won a game.
Yeah, how? I'm still not entirely sure.
Robert Barron's lost.
Hoff
Colts in
doing
Lightman.
Hoff things.
Colts Enlightenment. What a great game.
Where's Lord of the Sandbags?
That's what I was looking for. I think he sandbagged again this week. He did. He beat the Mariners 42-10.
Oh, there we go.
Bagger's gonna bag,
Lot of points scored in the Delta though.
except for in Jeff's game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure people would tell that's a sandbag. Do you want to write sand across it? Right, let's see how that's affected the standings.
Your helmet design for Lee.
Oh, they've
Anyone wants to do a better one? Send
One
it
that
in on a
does.
postcard.
won their division, so bit closer elsewhere though.
It makes me happy seeing Worley doing well.
Yeah, they had that really odd loss, didn't they, halfway through the season?
Mm.
Does it make you feel happy seeing Worley doing well, or is it also a mixture of Aaron not winning the division?
Bit of box A, bit of box B. Bit of up the baggies.
Will Lone Stars make the playoffs?
Yes, unfortunately.
Got you to put,
As will the hammer. I'm going to put my running back on the bench. Sharks.
got you to put a heart next to Aaron's name. So
Yeah, I know it's disgusting, isn't it? But I'm being a realist. We'll have Mr. Brady coming in over here, and then who the hell knows over here?
off the rest of the other three.
You might see the Mariners sneaking, I reckon.
But I would say they're probably my favourite 4-3 team at the minute.
Yeah,
Have they lost twice to the Katanas?
I
probably.
believe so, yes.
I would probably put them as front runners then.
There you go. Job's good. Easy.
No, it's all gone wrong.
I was trying to see if I could keep the sandbag up, but it didn't quite work. When I pressed undo, it kept undoing my deletes rather than what the drawing she'd done. Anyway, let's go look at the Empire, and we can keep that little sandbag there, just to remind everybody. Bounty one.
High Hunters one. Storm
I
one.
understand which good Storm one.
Jaguars. Griffins.
R
with
cubed
another-
one again.
Griffins with another win. over
Again,
the-
hasn't RQ been doing badly this season? Or am I misremembering?
They were
That's the
doing
first-
terribly, but they won last week.
Okay.
Oh,
So when I gave up hope, they started winning.
Oh, okay.
big win for the Wranglers over the Russians.
Yeah.
Say Griffins must be favourites for the.
I think these results open up the tables a little bit, if I remember correctly, which is possibly wrong.
Griffins.
The BFC West is definitely very interesting.
Looks like next division.
Whoa! One of us is 6-1 this season.
That's because you went off script.
Yeah, having one last hurrah before you join the Empire.
That's true. That's very true.
Then you can sandbag the league to your heart's content.
Enjoy next sandbag.
Actually, the other wild card spots like wide open as well.
Yeah, like the Red Bulls get one, and then it's where the hell does the other yeah, where the hell did the other ones go?
I'm a patriot.
Patriots probably. Yeah.
Do we give it to Texans? Do we give it to the Jets?
I was thinking Texans just because of their points differential.
Probably fair. When they have been playing, they probably had 2 games against the Rogues. Is the thing that makes me lean maybe towards the Jets, but
Oh,
Texans do have Storm, Rogues, and Knights. It's the last 3 weeks. So
anything else before we move on?
no. Quick one this week.
Yep, fairly short wrap up this week as life's got in the way of us doing a longer thing this week.
what happened to the helmet Super Bowl?
Well, we
The
can
helmet
do
Super
the-
Bowl. Have you got time for this helmet Super
Yeah,
Bowl?
go on.
Simon?
we only need to look at the A, and I'll be honest, the helmets are not so good in the A. So
Come on, Lee. Where's the helmet Super Bowl?
I will bring it up.
We've always got time for the helmet Super Bowl.
I have my 2 favourites. But I think it's a lower quality than last week. So
Yeah, there you go. I can get all of them on just.
maybe there's a third helmet.
Well, I like the Islanders and the Razorbacks myself, but
So I'm a big fan of the Islanders.
The Islanders one popped really well. I kind of
Yeah.
like the Kings one. If I like the logo, I don't like the background color of the helmet itself.
Kings one sucks.
But I quite like the Spartans helmet logo. It's quite nice. Red coats.
My issue with the Spartans one is it looks too much like a high school team.
What's wrong with that?
I will say, like, I do remember the videos that LJ put together, and he constantly talked about the Cyclones and their big white box behind the swirling cyclone. They fixed the white box, so
Nice.
they didn't make it smaller to fit on the helmet without going over that dot, though. So nearly there.
That is the bane of making helmet logos.
That's the problem with the Razorbacks one. It probably gives it a -1 for me.
So I think we're probably in agreement that the Islanders wins.
Yeah.
I'll give it to the
I
Islanders.
would like to say I do kind of like that the Forgotten Heroes have forgotten to put a logo on.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a few blank helmets in this one.
Yeah.
So
And then we'll give you a sneak peek of the big sky.
Rivets might not win something. Never know.
I don't know. I think the Rivets had the best logo.
Anyway, that's
We'll
a
find
different
out
discussion.
next week.
Okay. Anything else before we come to a wrap up?
No, it's all good.
Okay. With that, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye.